Are you a good girl or a bad girl? Which grabs your attention? Which one makes you squirm when I say that? I support you either way because I'm a feminist. But when you start trying to control my choices, that's when I get pissed off. If astrology has given you insight, validation, and 1,000 aha moments, but that awareness hasn't done jack to help you stop repeating the same old patterns, you're in the right place. I'm Sheridan Semple, and I help women turn astrology into real life change. So I'm totally pro women. Ever since my first women's studies class in college, I've claimed that title. What woman or man, for that matter, in her right mind wouldn't be? Betty Friedan's The Feminine Mystique opened my previously closed eyes to the lower rank women hold in society. Something had felt off, but I was previously ignorant of my female predicament. I was shown exactly what I had been experiencing all my life in that class. It's amazing to me how dark my awareness was until the teacher showed me the light switch. So, girl power is alive in the sky tonight, this week. So, Venus, our planet of feminine power, and Jupiter, the planet of expansion, are coming together. So, a little after sunset, you can look for their twinkling lights in the west showing their stuff, right? They'll be the first stars you see at dusk. Venus is the brightest, so suck it, Jupiter. So, Jupiter is called the Great Benefic in traditional astrology, and Saturn is called the Great Malefic, right? We tend to think Jupiter's amplification is all good, while Saturn's contraction is all bad. But is that true? Is an increase continually better and a decrease infinitely worse? Right? One of the things that first comes to mind for me is like all this stuff around weight, body image, and like Ozempic, right? So if we take it to the breath, Jupiter is the inhalation and Saturn the exhalation. So too much breathing in and we hyperventilate. Breathing out is desired, right? Ask any pothead. As Venus and Jupiter merge in the sky this week, it's an excellent opportunity to tune into your female side, right? No matter how you identify, we all have a female, a feminine, and a masculine side. So, what aspects of your inner feminine would appreciate a little extra loving right now? In our constant do more world, the first feminine trait that comes to mind for me is simply being, right? How can I slow down and allow for stillness? I don't always need to be listening to a podcast when I go for a walk. I don't always need to be watching a show when I'm eating by myself or reading in bed before sleep, right? I hold the power to stop and just be. I'm capable of lying in my backyard and watching Venus and Jupiter come alive and doing nothing else. So, our feminine could use some attention right now as the manosphere and this kind of bizarro trad wife forums heat up. I'm all for women doing what's right for them, but I'm into keeping my right to vote. What I do with my body isn't any of your beeswax, right? You do you, just let me do me too, right? Live and let live is really what all the social justice movements are about, right? Life's not a zero-sum game. We rise higher and faster together. Your success paves the way for my own. We can all fly. So, as you behold Venus communing with Jupiter this week, notice where your feminine energy would benefit from a little bit more devotion. As you guide yourself into greater balance, the collective becomes more whole. All right, thanks for watching Moon Mondays, and I will see you next week.